The OpenClaw user interface is not at all scary or overwhelming in any way. This is exactly how it looks. On the left hand side, you have chat, where if you click on that, you can literally chat with your OpenClaw. And from there, you can do basically everything. And you can even ask for advice. Like, for example, you could say something like, how can I make a skill with you? And then he'll literally respond to you and, tell you how he can help you. Let me just show you that quickly, first of all. So he starts giving you the information he's already got. So this actually is the information he's got. Somebody in OpenClaw, those people are fantastic. I'm telling you, they created a skill creator file, which basically tells them how to create the skill, which is fantastic. So you can literally talk to it in the chat section. Then you have the overview section, which shows you all the information about your current connection. Then there's the channels where you can add either WhatsApp and all the other types. The way to link it, you click on show QR, and then it will show you the QR code. Then over here on the left, it shows you all the different instances that you're connected to OpenClaw. So if you have, let's say, multiple computers connected to the same thing, you can see them all here. Sessions, they're over here. You can also delete sessions. Usage and cron jobs. Now, this is something that not many people talk about. Cron jobs lets you set up a system where it will do things on a regular basis. For example, I could have a cron job say, let me know the time on WhatsApp, for example. And then you can use a default agent. And then every, let's say, 1 minute, do that basically. So let's just set that up, and I have to put my number in here. Then once you click add job, it will literally do whatever you type in here every, let's say, every so often. So for example, every 1 minute or every 1 hour or every 1 day or at specific time or specific date, you can literally create a, a rule basically. And every time it does that, it will actually repeat that specific action. So it's just a prompt. All it is a prompt that reoccurs every so often. That's all it is. It's not overwhelming at all. And it's called cron jobs. It's on the left-hand side here. Then we go to agents. Now over here, it shows you who you're using, what model of AI you're using. I'm still surprised that you can't add more agents over here. There's no add button yet, but I'm sure they'll fix that in the future. Because right now, if you're stuck with one agent, the only way to create or change the agent, excuse me for that noise, the only way to change an agent is by literally deleting the config file. So if you do that, then you can like kind of start the setup, the original questionnaire that you get at the beginning when you first set it up. So after that original questionnaire that you get from OpenClaw, the rest is pretty nice. Like if you look at the user interface, it looks pretty nice. Then you've got the skills. Now I love this basically. It's got the workspace skills, which I've added. I added an FTP asset uploader for uploading stuff to the internet, and a C-Dance video generator, which I use Replicate for. And then we have built-in skills. Now these ones you can literally just add by adding an API key. Very, very easy. These are all pre-built skills. They're built in. So you can add skills and give your OpenClaw more things it can do. For example, let me just show you an example that you will understand. Is nano, for example, where is it? Nano banana, where is it? Oh, built-in? Where is it? Maybe it's in the built-in ones. Here, let me just type nano banana. Here we are. So this is an example of something you might understand. You'll only be able to use this if you add an API key. Once you add an API key, then all of a sudden your bot can now create images as well. So as well as everything else it can do, it can now create images. And then there's skills that I literally he created for me. So these are called installed skills. These are skills that literally OpenClaw created for me by my request. So I said, listen, create an 11 Labs skill, and it uses specifically my voice ID, and everything is very, very, very organized in a way over here. The installed skills, these weren't here at the beginning. You won't see these until you create skills with OpenClaw. And the reason why I'm showing you this, by the way, is because I know that when you see something and it makes you feel more familiar to it, then you are able to jump in and start using it. Because I understand when you first come towards something, it's very overwhelming. Like this whole OpenClaw thing, everyone's talking about it, but it's very overwhelming. And I understand that. That's why I make these videos, to help you make that hurdle, make that leap, jump in and start using OpenClaw. Now, to make it even easier for you, we've built this ClawLauncher. ClawLauncher is basically running OpenClaw without the terminal. It's actually a 2-button software. This is how it looks. Once you get it, you click install, then you click start, and that's it. It will open up OpenClaw. Because if you look actually at OpenClaw, you'll see it's running on your computer. It's not running on the internet. And therefore, in order to actually get it to run, you need to know how to use the terminal. And for those of you who want to skip the terminal and just use it like a regular software, like an installer, you just install it and that's it, then this is perfect. And another reason why I highly recommend our launcher is because it has a force close OpenClaw button. And when you click on that, it literally closes it. Let me actually show you more things. It tells you like running, connected, and things like that. And we can actually force close OpenClaw. But before I do that, let me just show you something new we've added. The installation directories over here. This is new functionality. Is basically you can look at your sessions and then delete them. Like there's no way of deleting your sessions within OpenClaw. That's why we've added this functionality. So the idea here is I'm trying to help people get more and more and more control over OpenClaw, so that when they feel uncomfortable or scared or worried that it might do something you don't want, you can just click that button and it will close all of the OpenClaw processes. And then if you go back to the main section, you'll see now it says not running. That's how you can know that you've correctly closed it. Because if you don't know how to use the terminal, I don't really recommend installing OpenClaw, because then you'll never know if it's running in the background or not. All right, that summarizes this new update, and see you in the next video. Bye for now.